video is going to be a first impressions get ready with me on a new palette from Sigma, and this is the Sigma New Mod palette. It's not a new palette from Sigma, but this is probably their newest palette since the Alice in Wonderland collection is coming out tomorrow. So I decided to pick this guy up because I've been eyeing this for a while, and you guys know how much I've been loving the Ambiance palette from Sigma, and that was my first ever palette from Sigma that I just could not get over how good the formula was. So I knew that Sigma was going to be a brand that I was going to get another palette from. So this is the New Mod palette, and on the back has all the eyeshadow shades in it, and it also comes with one of their beautiful brushes, just like the Ambiance palette did. And you guys know I use that palette so much. That's probably my most used palette this year. I love it so much. Look at this beautiful like velvety packaging. I'm obsessed with this. I think it's so pretty. And then on the back it has the same packaging. It just feels so nice. I'm definitely keeping this in its box. You guys know I do that with pretty much every palette that I get. And then when you open it up, it does come with a plastic insert, and then it does come with a mirror. I'm just going to fold it back. So it comes with one of the eyeshadow brushes. It's like a dual-ended brush. And then when you open it up, this is what the palette looks like. I'm sorry, it's a little bit reflective with the metallic packaging, but it's so freaking pretty. I'm going to try and show you guys without blinding you. That's a little bit better, right? Look at how pretty. So it comes with 7 mattes and 7 shimmers. It's the same layout that the Ambiance palette is in. And I kind of love that Sigma does that with their palettes, where they kind of just lay it out like easily for you. So you have your mattes, you have your shimmers. It's not very hard to put looks together, and I really like that. But I just fell in love with their formula with the Ambiance palette. So I knew I wanted to pick up another palette, and also they were doing a exclusive 40% off sale, and that's the highest percent off that I've seen from Sigma for a while. So I decided to take advantage of that and pick up this palette. So I'm very excited to try this out. I'm just going to pull my hair back. So my boyfriend's not feeling great today, so I'm just going to get ready to run some errands and stuff. I'm not going to do anything too crazy because honestly, I've been kind of wanting a day where I just run errands and stay home. So it kind of works out, and I love how my nails go with this shirt. You know what? I might go get my nails done today, actually. That's a good idea. So, for my look today, I was a little bit torn as to what I wanted to use, but I really want to dip into the shade New Mod first, which is the center matte shade. So we're just going to jump into that one, because that is the signature shade in the palette. I thought that the like brush handle was going to be like a pinky rosy gold color, but it's just like a typical goldish color, and I'm going to take this shade in my crease and buff that out. Oh my god, this is already looking really nice. They just apply so easily and smoothly, and I just have been so in love with their formula. I'm kind of wanting to get more of their palettes, and I know that's a little bit crazy, but I just am so impressed with their formula. And they have neutral palettes that I really just love the color stories of. Like, I'm eyeing the Corderosa palette, and I'm almost thinking about picking that up to go with like summer looks and stuff. But also, since the I'm going to take that and put it on the other side, and also since the Alice in Wonderland collection is coming out tomorrow, I wanted to pick up the blush and highlight duo from that, because I do have the blush and highlight duo from the Cinderella collection. I never picked up the palette, but now I'm kind of leaning towards picking up the Cinderella palette and the Alice in Wonderland palette. Is that crazy? Because I think they're so pretty. And honestly, like I said, I'm becoming obsessed with their formula, because it's just so easy to work with. Such an easy formula. It is a bit powdery on the brush, but there's really none of that powder kick up on your eyes, and there is a little bit of kick up in the pan, but honestly, there's no fallout on your eyes, and they're not powdery on the eyes applying them whatsoever. I don't know why this side is still not as pigmented as the other side. I don't know why it's taking a little bit more building up. Oh, that color is so, so pretty. I love it. Okay, now let's go in to the next shade. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a berry look today. These mattes are a little bit deeper in this palette than they are in the Ambiance palette. I think I'm going to take the shade Edgy, and I'm going to use that as my defining shade. It's a really pretty, like, plumish berry color. I'm just going to take the other side of the brush, and I'm going to use that as my defining shade. I guess we're just going to do a berry look today, even though I probably should have done like a simpler look, but I'm just going to do a berry look. I am just planning to go to Target. I might run into Sephora today because I do need to get a new face wash because I'm running out of it, and I do need to get a new cleansing oil because I'm also running out of that too. I was also just going to see what they have, but I still can't really buy anything, so, because your girl is waiting to get paid on Friday, but yeah. I bought this shirt yesterday at Lucky, and I actually really like it. It's such an easy shirt to wear today, so it's perfect for running errands in. And then for the outer corners, I think I'm going to take the shade Street Style, which is a really pretty, you know, deep brown, which y'all know I love those kind of shades for my outer corners. And I think Sigma always puts some really nice deepening options in their palettes. Like, it's not just like one deepening shade. They give you like a couple of options. Like, I could honestly put Edgy on the outer corners, do Street Style, and then there's a really deep, like, cool brown called Grunge. So I do kind of like that they do give like multiple options for deepening shades. That's why I really love their palettes too, because they don't just think about the light tones. They give you some really nice deepening mattes so you can add some depth and dimension to your looks, or it can work on darker skin tones, and those mattes are going to work for darker skin tones. So I do really like that. And I feel like I'm going to start collecting Sigma palettes because I feel like they're kind of like what Urban Decay was missing for me in the Naked palettes. I feel like they're like the new Naked palettes to me. Like, because they're beautiful, their formula is top notch, and their shade selection is better than the Naked palettes, and you can always get them on a sale. Like, even though they're like around the same price as the Naked palettes, always look out for a sale from Sigma because they do 30% off a lot. They just had a 30% off sale like this past week, but since I did the 40% off sale, I wasn't going to shop the 30% off because I already got the better deal. So, okay, and then for the brow bone, and the thing that I can appreciate about this one over the Ambiance palette is that there is a light enough shade for me in this palette to use on the brow bone, because the one in the, and this looks like such a gorgeous brow bone highlight, so I'm going to use the shade Preppy. It just looks so nice. I don't know why I'm so excited for this, but it just looks like such a pretty brow bone highlight for me. And this one works because it's a lot lighter than the one that's in the Ambiance palette. That one has more of like a yellowy tannish undertone, so I can't always use it. I think I only used it in like the hot summer days because I wasn't like super fair then. But y'all know I don't tan, so, and I burn to a crisp, so that's that, and that's really pretty. So I'm just going to throw on some glitter glue, and then we will do the lid. It was very hard for me to pick out my lid shade because they're all so stunning, but we'll get to the lid in a minute. Okay, and then for the lid, it was so hard to pick, but the one I'm really drawn to right now is Flashy, and that's like a really beautiful, like sparkly, like pinkish color and like berry shimmer. It's so beautiful. So I think I'm going to use that one. And that has like that soft, super metallic wet formula that I love from Sigma. I mean, I love all of their shimmer finishes and formulas, because the reason why I also love Sigma is because they really put a lot of different finishes of shimmers in their palettes. Oh, that's so freaking pretty. Oh my god. It's so pretty. I love it. And it's just so soft. And it's, like I said, picks up amazingly. Super wet, creamy shimmers. And they just are so metallic on the eyes. But again, there's so many different, like, glitters in their shades that they're so, like, multi-dimensional on the lid that you won't see it on camera. It's just so pretty. I can see like pink and silver glitters in it. Oh my god, I really like this shade. I'm glad I went with this one. Like, I wanted to do a simple look, but not like super berry. And when I got this in person, it was so much prettier in person than it was on the website. But I always find that with like any palette that I get. But honestly, when I opened this, I kind of just like lost my breath for a second, because I'm like, this is so beautiful. So, and I'm really considering now possibly using this palette for my friend's wedding in November. I was thinking about using the retro palette, but now I might use this one, because I just love their color stories and their formulas, and I just love Sigma. So I'm on the Sigma bandwagon. The Sigma bandwagon. The Sigma bandwagon now. I really am a fan. So it's just so pretty. Okay, so now I'm just going to clean up the under eyes, and then we'll do the face. Okay, so now we're just going to do my face. I'm just going to use my Do It setting spray. I love this as a prep spray. So I am running out of like a couple things from Sephora and stuff. I need to get a new face wash. Well, not a new face wash. I'm just running out of my Lily Hendrickson, which is the one I use. And I'm just using my NYX Marshmallow Primer for my primer, because I love it and it smells like candy. And then for my face, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Easy Skin Tint. I just feel like using this one today. Also, because I just watched Angie's Get Ready With Me earlier, and she used it, and I was like, I kind of just want to use it today. So I was going to use something a little bit more lighter coverage, but I am planning on filming a video or two later, since now I have some time and I just need to catch up with filming my videos. So I still haven't finished filming my products I've used up this year yet. I started filming that like a while ago, and I have not finished filming it. And then I have another video that I was working on that I still haven't finished yet. I can't believe I filmed my favorites video 2 days ago. That was the first video I really like needed to film. Like, these videos, like Get Ready With Me's and stuff, are so easy because it's like me getting ready for the day, so I don't have to set like any really like real time aside for it, because I'm already getting ready. But like other videos to film just take a little bit longer sometimes, or I don't have the time to film them. So what was I gonna say? So I don't think I'm going to get anything else from Sigma right now. Oh yeah, I need a new face wash, and I have to go get another cleansing balm. I think I'm going to try the one, because I only use cleansing oils. I've actually never used cleansing balms before, or like face balms. I don't know, I just never really got into them. But also since the Burt's Bees is so cheap, and for some reason, ColourPop has not restocked the Fourth Ray Beauty oil that I use, which is the BFD cleansing oil. That's like my favorite one, and I go through that one so fast. The Burt's Bees one definitely lasted longer, but I was thinking about getting the one from the Inky List. I've never tried it, and it's called the Oat Cleansing Balm. I was going to use my e.l.f. concealer today, but I haven't used the Maybelline one in a little while, so this is the Fit Me, so I'm just going to use this one today. Because I use the e.l.f. one, like, all the time, so I gotta use some other concealers. Even though I've been through this, like, 3 times, and the same thing with the other Maybelline one. Like, Maybelline concealers are the ones I used up the most from the drugstore, like, ever. Because I constantly repurchase this one and the Instant Age Rewind, so I just haven't used it in a little while. All the drugstore concealers I have, I basically have repurchased. I went through them faster than ones that were high-end. I still haven't went through a high-end one in a little while. The only one I went through was the Tarte Hydroflex one. And that was a good one, but honestly, that wasn't a very liquidy concealer, so I felt like I was going to go through it faster. Okay, so I'm going to try the Oat Cleansing Balm from the Inky List. So I'm going to get that too. And then I need to get my cellar water at Marshall's. But I don't think I'm going to get the stuff from Sephora in store. I've been doing like the Afterpay payments on Sephora's website, so I don't have to pay like up front. And then I don't have to put anything on my Sephora card because I don't really want to put any more balance on there. So I'm just gonna, I got a little bit of eyeshadow on the waterline. That looks really pretty actually. So I'm just gonna probably order it online and pay in installments, which is what I usually do with everything now. I don't really pay for anything like up front anymore, unless it's something I really want, but 99% of the time I'm after paying it online. I don't really buy up front for things anymore when it comes to makeup. It's just easier to pay it off. Okay, so we have that on. And I'm just going to, it just like, stresses me out a little bit too, like when I have to get ready to see somebody. So now I can just do my makeup casually and really try out the palette. But y'all know I already love it because I love the formula of Sigma. But yeah, I am eyeing the Corda Rosa palette too. I'm thinking about probably getting that in the springtime next year. I don't think I'm going to get another palette from Sigma this year because, again, I already got 2. And there's also another video I want to film, which is brands that I have repurchased from. Like, not like things that I go through on the regular. I'm talking about like brands that I repurchased eyeshadow palettes from, or brands I went back to because I fell in love with the formula so much. Like Sigma, Nomad, Odin's Eye, like brands like that. Because for me, since I'm an eyeshadow palette, I love eyeshadow palettes. They're my favorite part of makeup, and I think they're a lot of people's favorite thing about makeup. But I just love trying new palettes and new formulas, and if I fall in love with a certain formula, like Sigma, Nomad, and Odin's Eye, I went back and repurchased a couple of their palettes, and that says a lot. So I'm just set my face with my Rare Beauty powder underneath my eyes, and then I set my whole face with the ColourPop powder because you guys know how much I love that one. So let's go back into the palette, and I think I'm gonna, let me just take the brush out and the insert. I think I'm gonna smudge something on the lower lash line. I think I'm just going to take the shade I used in my crease and put that on the lower lash line. And then for the inner corners, I really was drawn to this color when I first opened the palette. So I think I'm going to use that shade Hot, however you say it. So I'm going to take that shade Hot, like Haute Couture. It sounds so stupid when I say it. And I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. It looks like such a beautiful, like silvery, taupey color. I don't know. It's just gorgeous. That is stunning. And I haven't really went live in a little while, and I haven't really like posted on Instagram in a while, like my looks and stuff. I don't know. I just like kind of outgrew that. I also don't really have much inspiration for Halloween looks this year. Like one of my friends that I talked to, I don't remember how I actually started talking to him, but we were like super fans of Gaga, and we just have talked for like a long time, and he's one of my like oldest friends that I met online, and he's just great. And he messaged me and he's like, when are you gonna start doing your Halloween looks? And I was like, well, I don't really do them until October. I just don't really know what I'm gonna do. Like, I had so much inspiration last year, like I couldn't stop. Like, I like really just went there, but like this year, I don't know. I really just don't have any ideas. So if you guys do, leave it in the comments, because I need some requests. If you guys have any requests, I will try and do them. But I also have to see if I have the skill set to do it. So, okay, and then like I said, I'm going to take New Mod and put that on the lower lash line, and that is such a pretty color. And take that over here. I don't know what the heck happened underneath this eye. There was like some type of dry skin that was like flaking a little. And I just like pinched the shit out of my under eye, taking it off. That hurt a lot. Quite a bit. And this New Mod shade is way more pigmented and a little bit darker on the eyes than it looks in the pan. It's much more pink on the eyes, which I like because, you know, like I've said before, no brand has come out with like my dream pinky mauve palette, but this is a good option because I do like that this is like half berry tone, half neutral. It's so pretty. Like when I actually saw the color story in person, I'm like, oh, this is actually gorgeous. Like, I'm like, I'm really gonna like it. So I do want to touch on another subject because I'm feeling chatty today. So what do y'all think about the Harry Potter collection from ColourPop? I think it's really cute. It is a tough position to be in though. But honestly, like, people are getting so upset at ColourPop when it's like, ColourPop isn't who you should be upset at. I mean, yeah, like, maybe they should have thought about it a little bit more, but honestly, is ColourPop really gonna say no to Warner Brothers offering probably a crap ton of money for them to make this collection? No, because they made the collection and it's coming out tomorrow. Like, I don't think this video will be up for a little while because I'm actually intending on picking up a couple of things from it because it's like the place that everybody's in pretty much is, we love Harry Potter, but the author is a terrible person. But what sucks is that I was actually watching a video yesterday of another makeup reviewer, and he does like a lot of reviews on like collections and stuff. And he kind of just like talks about it. I don't know if he really like reviews the collections like personally, but he does talk about like them coming out. And what he said was pretty much how I feel about it, is that it's a hard position to be in because he loves Harry Potter, but he doesn't like J.K. Rowling, because basically everything that, you know, is Harry Potter licensed, J.K. Rowling is going to get some type of kickback. And that's the issue. But people are being like so insanely like upset at ColourPop, and honestly, like, but also ColourPop hasn't really said anything. Like, they said like a statement on Instagram, like in one of the comments, but they have went radio silent since they posted the teaser video. They have not said one thing about the collection. The only person that has posted about it and talked about it is Trend Mood. And I haven't even seen anybody do like a review on it, like on YouTube. And it's supposed to come out tomorrow. Because today is the 7th and it comes out the 8th. And they have not said anything or any details or anything. They just have went silent. And basically all the details are on Trend Mood. They aren't on ColourPop's Instagram. So I'm like, that's not the best look. So I think they should have posted something on their stories, like in a general kind of statement, and said like, you know, we were under contract, we have a licensed agreement with Warner Brothers. They approached us and asked us to create a collection, like something like that. I don't know how this eyeliner is doing anymore, because it's like really hard for me to get on my waterline now. I feel like it's kind of dry at this point. It's like the berry liner from ColourPop. And I don't know, not really working that great. Okay, that's a little better. We don't have to be Picassos today. I mean, I'm going to look like a Picasso because it's a little hard to apply. But the issue is that, like, it's hard to separate from the author, because literally ColourPop got me to read. ColourPop got me more into makeup, like way more into makeup, but Harry Potter got me to read, because I have ADD and I literally hated reading until Harry Potter came out, and it got me to read. And you know what's funny is that the video I was watching yesterday from the YouTuber I was talking about, he said that he didn't really read before Harry Potter either. I'm just going to use my Act Natural mascara from ColourPop. Sorry, just need to respond to my boyfriend. So I'm just going to comb my lashes. And basically what he said, which was pretty much my case too. I'm not really a book reader, you guys. I'm much more of like a TV watcher or like movie watcher. I don't really read books. And I have quite a few books in my room. Really, I think the only other series that I read actually before Harry Potter came out was the Little House on the Prairie series. And I read like the first 5 books. And then Harry Potter came out. And then like my mom would like push me and push me and push me to read it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, because I was a really slow reader because I don't think I was diagnosed until I was like 13. And like Harry Potter came out when I was like, I think like 10 or 11. And, it really got me to start reading. And me and my sister, my brother used to fight over the books all the time. Like, are you almost done? Are you almost done? Because my mom used to get like one copy. But then like when we all started reading it together, like when they would come out, like we would count down the days until it came out. I do have a little bit of fallout underneath my eyes, by the way. I think it was from the darkest shade in the palette, like when I was putting on the outer corner shade. Not the darkest shade in the palette, but the darkest shade that I used today. I think I got a bit of fallout underneath, but honestly, it's fine. So, yeah. What else was I gonna say? And like basically like people are just really upset with ColourPop, but also ColourPop is not the first brand that has made a collection for Harry Potter. Ulta did it like a year ago. There's like merchandise everywhere for Harry Potter. If you go to Potter World or you see a pin you like at Hot Topic, I'm sure J.K. Rowling is getting a kickback from literally everything that is from the merchandise and all of that. I'm sure she gets a percentage of everything. That's why she's so damn wealthy. It's just I think for ColourPop it's just incredibly poor timing. And again, I'm sure that Warner Brothers approached them and asked them to create a collection. But why so late? It's a little weird. But also like it makes sense for like September, October because people always like relate Harry Potter to Halloween as well. But why didn't they come out with this collection like 3 years ago? You know, like when like Harry Potter was still like hyped up and a thing. I think the reason why they're getting so much flack and controversy is because, or creating so much controversy is because of when it's coming out. Like, but also people are like really upset that that ColourPop didn't like refuse this collection and stuff like that. And honestly, I'm just going to probably say that the reason why ColourPop didn't say no is that at the end of the day, these makeup companies want to make money. And I'm sure that Warner Brothers offered them a lot of money to make this collection. And that's what it comes down to. And like I could like talk about the brands that I don't support for ever, but at the end of the day, if someone like if like a parent's kid is going to beg their parents for like something in this collection, are they going to say no to them? Probably not. There's also some people that don't even follow this drama on Twitter, on Instagram, in the makeup industry. They don't know about the drama. All they do is buy the products because they like them. So it was kind of like the same thing with like Kat Von D. I'm just going to use this new Sigma blush that I got with the order. And it's called Corderosa. Look how beautiful this is. I really love the duo that I have from Sigma, and they came out with individual blushes. Like, I know this is probably going to be pigmented. I actually didn't even swatch this. Oh, wowza, that is pigmented. Wow. And I only did one swipe. Oh my god, that's very pigmented. But it's very smooth. Like I said, I didn't even swatch this yesterday. I only swatched the eyeshadow palette because I had to when it came. Because it was just so dang pretty. But that's a really pretty blush. And I think it works with this look. Because I wasn't planning on doing like a pinky blush anyway. And I think it's a really pretty like neutrally orangey color. But I still think it works with this. It's very pretty. So it's kind of hard when it comes to Harry Potter. I mean, of course, like, I'm not going to get mad at somebody that wants to get stuff from it, because I'm going to get some stuff from it because I love Harry Potter. And like I said, Harry Potter got me to read. It has a very special place in my heart. Like, I grew up on Harry Potter. I literally have been watching and reading the books for 20 years at this point. And I think I reread them once. My sister reread them like 4 or 5 times. I reread them once, but I never reread the last book again, but I did reread them when the last book was coming out because I wanted to refresh my memory on everything. And it was fun. It was fun to read them again. Like, I didn't get bored, but again, it's kind of like a weird position for ColourPop to be in. But again, ColourPop also has not said anything about it since they posted the teaser video. And then they did comment in that comment section of the teaser video, but they have not made like any type of announcement about the collection at all. Besides the video. So I'm going to use this highlighter today. I was thinking about not using it today because it is an expensive highlighter, but I haven't used it on camera yet, so I'm just going to use it today. So I did get a couple of products from Amazon, and I've always been wanting to try one of the blushes and one of the highlighter. There's only one highlighter in this collection from Haus Labs, and this is the Haus Labs Tutti Gel Powder Highlighter Golden Hour Glow in the shade Luce del Sol. And this is basically like the collection that Gaga came out with for House of Gucci. But they discontinued everything on her website because she rebranded. So I'm just going to take that and apply it. It's a really pretty like goldish toned highlighter, but you can also make it pretty light, so it's not like too overwhelming for this. And I think it's very pretty. I mean, I've always really liked her highlighter formula ever since I tried her blush and bronzer duos with the highlighter. So I wanted to use this again today. I've only used it once, so why not just use it again? It's a really pretty highlighter. Oof, that is gorgeous. Very pretty. I'm just going to take a little bit more over here and kind of just bring it up. Sometimes I forget to do that. It's a little bit darker, but it works for my skin tone because I'm my pale ass. That's my mirror. And that's very pretty. It's just a bit texturized on top of the skin, but I think it's pretty. Okay, and then I really like this. And the reason why I got it from Amazon is, one, I did not pay really anything for this product and the blush that I got. I'm just going to set my face with the dewy setting spray. I don't know if I might eat something before I go to Target because I'm getting a tad bit hungry, but I might just wait till I come back. But I'm just going to finish what I'm talking about while I'm doing my brows. I think I'm just going to go to Target, like, in a couple minutes. I had, like, a Amazon credit because I opened a card with them. And I opened the card for the original order that I made, and they said that if you opened an Amazon card, you get a $50 gift card towards that order. So that's the whole reason why I made that order, but for some reason the gift card didn't apply to that So I had contacted them on the chat because I had a balance on my card, and I was like, hey, why is this balance here? I thought I was getting it covered because I thought I was getting the gift card to apply towards this. And they said, no, unfortunately, like, you changed it in some way, which I did not. But they were telling me that I did. But I still had the $50 credit because I didn't use it yet, because it obviously didn't apply to the original order that I made to open the card in the first place, because I thought I was going to get a $50 gift card towards it. So I just used the $50 credit towards the 2 Haus Labs products. So I decided to get this, and I decided to get one of the blushes. And I was like, the highlighter's $40 and I didn't pay anything for it. So I think it only ended up costing me like $10 for the both products. And I was like, I'll do that. So I'm just going to use the bathroom, and then I'm going to apply my lipstick. Okay, and then for the lips, I'm going to use the ColourPop Ultra Glowing Lip in the shade Cockatoo. I didn't use this in the last video that I did. I was going to use this, but I'll just use it today because I did like a berry eye. And it's a really pretty, easy pinky shade to put on. But also, Storybook Cosmetics did like a Harry Potter palette a couple of years ago. Like I said, Ulta did a Harry Potter collection. I think that Storybook palette is still available. Are people like hating on Storybook to like remove it? If it's not available anymore though, please let me know. But I don't know. I think that people should be upset about it. Obviously, like, whatever your feelings are, I'm not going to influence you otherwise. But honestly, like, they shouldn't like be hating on ColourPop so much, and they also shouldn't be hating on other people if they decide to get it. Like, I'm not going to be like, you're the worst person ever, you support transphobia and all of this, because at the end of the day, it is kind of a tough situation to think about and be in. But if you don't want to buy it, then don't buy it, obviously. But like, it's like the same thing as like Kat Von D being an anti-vaxxer, or like Jeffree Star like being a fucking racist, honestly. Like, I didn't and so many people like worshipped him, including the gay community. And again, like, that's not my opinion or my influence to shift somebody else's opinion. If I want to get it though, I'm not gonna like, I don't know. Also, I'm gonna use an affiliate code so someone else can get some money off of it. That's my contribution. Like, I'll just use a discount code. But what's also weird is that I haven't seen one review on it on YouTube. I don't know if I said that already, but I found that very odd. So yeah, I'm planning on getting the eyeshadow palette. I'm also planning on getting the Buckbeak highlighter. I also want the Luxe lipstick in Hermione, I believe. And I want the, what else? I think that looks pretty good. I want one of the lip balms, but I might skip over the lip balm. I don't know if I really need it. But I think it's a pretty collection. I think the palette's really pretty. I'm getting the palette as a collector's piece. So yeah, that's really it. Let me know what you guys think, though. I was also thinking about doing a live about it at some point, and to see what your thoughts are. But this is how the look turned out, and honestly, I am so impressed with this palette. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna not love it. It's just so gorgeous in person. The inner corner highlight is glowing on my eyes, and it's just such a pretty, sultry look, and I'm in love. I love it so much. So here are the eyes. The cheeks, I also love the highlight, and the blush is beautiful, and the lips. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really love how this look turned out. I think this palette is wonderful. So I will definitely keep you guys updated, but I think you guys already know I love it. I mean, that's why I ended up repurchasing from Sigma, because I'm in love with their formula. So yeah, I think that this is gorgeous and I cannot wait to do more looks with it. And I'm so excited I was able to use it today. I'm in love. I love this look so much. I think it's gorgeous. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And the blush is stunning. I really do love it. And I really love this highlighter as well. So yeah, I'm going to stop blabbing because I need to get out of the house. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. I'm selling some stuff, so if you guys want to check it out, please go ahead and just check out my closet. I sell a lot of makeup from there that I just want to get out of my collection. So you guys are interested, let me know. So yeah, that's it. I love you guys and hope you have a great day. Bye.